Welcome to AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 2 clash here from TIO Stadium in Darwin on Larrakia Country. Tonight's coverage will play host to PINT and Wanderers. My name is Will Zwar. I'm joined by my commentary partner Chris Barks. How excited are you for this battle tonight, Barksy?
Yeah, really. Just looking forward to PINT. So got a nearly new list out there. And see how Wanderers bounce back after last week.
Yeah, it was a really disappointing performance for them first up. Meanwhile, PINT, they had a really good outing and certainly surprised me, but I think surprised a lot of people with not just the win, but the fact it was by 35 points in the end. Will be interesting to see if they can make it 2 from 2. PINT won the toss tonight. They'll kick to the right of your screen to start off with.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing James Rowe, former Adelaide player, been playing in the sample for PINT, see how he goes, and Cody Leggs back from the waffle for Wanderers. I reckon that'll be a great matchup in the middle.
Yeah, Cody Leggett, one of the better players for the Wanderers last week. It was a tough Saturday afternoon. It was in an absolute heat box here at TIO Stadium, Barksy. I don't know if you were here, but it was definitely comfortable from behind glass in aircon. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been warm. It is definitely heating up. The wet season's building up. So it is quite muggy out there tonight.
In the ruck tonight, looks like it will be James Greenwood for PINT. I think that might be Phillips again for the Wanderers. It is. He played the key ruck for them last week, up in the middle, and away we go. Looks like Greenwood tried to get into a favourable position, but PINT have started with the first free kick of the game and they're at the first clearance from it. Cody Leggett, good intercept on half back there. Pushes it out wide. It's a good kick. Thought there was enough in the mark there to be paid, but the umpire didn't see it that way. Looks like Barry there gets a handball out for PINT. Then getting his body involved, Henry Lovell from the Western Region Footy League in Victoria. Ball comes out now. Wanderers just belt it forward. Couldn't be a mark there from shot on half back, so it'll come back inboard now. Smith, he gets around one. I think his handballs hit his teammate in the back of the head there. Then back through traffic is Curtis Ryan. Ball now goes up high, middle of the ground. Comes front and centre, no one there to take it. Then PINT play got his head over the ball there. Umpire lets it go. Handball again out back through traffic. Wanderers now spin, get it inside 50 for an early one. Had to be clean there. Kept it in front of him, the fullback. That was a very good effort, but then he's hit while he's trying to get rid of it. Umpire calls play on, but didn't dispose of the footy. Now ball comes back through traffic. No, it doesn't. Curtis Ryan again trying to get involved. Big leg swing there from Charlie Arthur. Couldn't get boot to ball, and it's still just floating on that half-forward line for Wanderers.
Plenty of pressure there. PINTs have got numbers all around the ball, just leaving their back line open.
Looks like Phillips again got a hit out there. Big strong tackle, but no prior opportunity. Another ball up this time, 5 metres to left of screen inside the forward 50 for the Wanderers. Phillips with another one early, so he's definitely throwing his weight around in the ruck. Running back through now will be Smith for PINT. Ethan Smith, he gets it out wide. Couldn't find a target though, and he'll play chaser now. Smith, as the ball pops out, trying to fly through there. I think it was Wirchin. And now PINT slowly work it out there. There's a lot of pressure, as you said there, Barksy, early from the boys in blue and gold. Now to half forward. It's a little bit open there if they can manage to get the ball through, but that's very, very well done there from Jack Truan, playing against his old club for the first time tonight, Barksy.
Yeah, Aaron Motlop will be very happy with the Wanderers' pressure, and they seem pretty balanced around the stoppages.
Up again, and Phillips doing pretty well there to start off in the ruck. PINT, they work it forward now. Spills out through. Oh, we could be on here for an early goal, running into open. Oh, he socketed it off the ground and it's rolled through the wrong side of the post. And that's the first score of the night, but Jack Truan won't be happy with that. He would have loved the first one of the match, wouldn't he?
Yeah, especially to get him up and about.
Good fist in there from PINT just to keep it in their forward half. And that one's gone well over the boundary line there out towards the St Mary's Club. 3 minutes into the first quarter here at TIO Stadium.
Daniel Waitress, first game for a while for Wanderers, local NT Thunder Premiership player. He's out there tonight. Been a very good fullback for Wanderers over the years. Good to see him back.
And Jack Brown just heading over to fetch the ball there.
Also, Tyson White had a season over for South Cairns, had a good season, and he's back here playing for Wanderers, a local young boy, Wanderers boy. Be good to see how he goes after having a season away.
Both those two Bucksy mainstays of this Wanderers team for a couple of years now. Hoping they can push their team up the ladder. Mark in the middle there. I think that's taken by Sonny Smiler. His first game since he played on the big stage on Grand Final Day a few weeks ago in the under-17s futures match. Nothing could come of that kick in the end, and Rowe gets a handball back through traffic, though he was interrupted on the way through. Now here comes Motlop, breaks away, kicks inside 50, not to advantage of his teammate though. Oh, that's very, very well done. Great mark in front, came from the side, just had to juggle it a little bit, and I think that might be Fraser Bradley for the first real shot on goal we'll have tonight.
Yeah, very good by Fraser there. He was way out of position and he worked his way to defend it, but ended up marking the ball. The Pints guy should have just took the mark, unfortunately.
So one of a squadron of players who've come up from the Millicent Football Club, and over his career, 493 goals in 290 games. Fraser Bradley comes in. He can't get his first in the NTFL. That one not great off the boot and just sneaks the wrong side of the post again. So all level here after 5 minutes at TIO Stadium. Pint pushed it out into the back pocket. Then another one out here to Elliot Chalmers. He's, speaking of mainstays, Bucksy, he's, I think, been there since day one for Pint in the Premier League up here, and he's been a very handy player for them. That kick down the line, couldn't find a target. Running through traffic, handball's almost gone out of bounds and then taken over there. Yeah,
Elliot Chalmers usually plays in the midfield, but last season, this season, been playing a bit of off half back. Very good use of the ball.
Greenwood and Phillips again. This is looking like it'll be an interesting battle in the ruck. I think Greenwood finally got his hands to one first that time. Ball spills out. Rowe running through. Oh, geez, gone a little bit of a soccer volley forward, but it bounces off Motlop's fingertips and then spills away over the boundary line. Good ground game there from Pint.
Yeah, just seem to be knocking it forward at all costs at the moment. Pint's under pressure, where I think Wanderers are just trying to break the lines with their run and carry, and that's what, if I was Wanderers, I'd be doing too with their pace.
So ball comes in, taken out there by Phillips straight from the ruck. Rowe now running back. He got his arms up to spin out of danger, got a handball away, and then that kick to grass just inside the field of play. Very well done, but will the umpires call it deliberate here? I think the Wanderers want it to be, but it'll have a boundary throw in.
Also, Benny Smyce back in. He's been there since the start of Premier League football, former captain of the club. Played at Numurkah in the Murray League this season, Benny Smythe.
Ball comes down, Smythe doing the ruck duties there, and then just kicked forward by JJ Motlop, bounces over a few. Here comes Bradley again, gets a handball forward, running onto it would be Fijo. He can take it, doesn't have to break stride there, then gets away from the opposing ruck, gets inside 50 to a one-on-one, and that's very well done. I think that might be Chalmers here in the back pocket, just used his body well and held position, and now Pint looked to rebound pretty quickly off half-back, push it into the middle of the ground, over the top, looking for Jai Barry. He'll get it on the run now. Will take it bounce. No, he won't. He'll just go inside 50. That's a beautiful kick. Finds Rowe on the lead just inside 50. Might be on his range here, so instead he passes off. Not a good one, though. Almost found a Wanderers defender. Umpire calls play on. Spills out now. And there's a little bit of a contest in that forward 50. A few players stopping to react maybe to a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick in the back pocket to Wanderers. Looking to move it pretty quickly to Leggett. And they've gone for the switch, though down the line there's not a hell of a lot to go to. Pushes it over the top to Clee, uncontested. But again, he's just looking in the middle. Had to wait for a runner. He got it there in Tyson White, who now goes inside 50. Oh, that's a good kick to Bradley, and he takes the mark again.
Yeah, just Wanderers there. The discipline, they just moved the ball, didn't worry about the contest, the push and shove down there. And just found that running player.
Oh, I'm not sure if that was the move. He's played on quickly and almost didn't make the distance, and again, it's just faded across that far side. His first game up here in the NTFL, Bucksy, and I think he's learnt the hard way that there is that wind that can channel through between the grandstand here and the Michael Long Centre to the left of screen. Pint looking to move it back into play. Again in dispute by the Wanderers, and Fijo, he works it forward but just skied it really, and it was easy taking for Pint now in the middle, finding Greenwood. Not really sure where to go. Eventually told to move, and he pushes it to half forward. Spilled over the top. There's already a ripped jumper out there. Not quite sure who that is yet. He might get the ball coming through now. He's going to have another crack at it. Put some pressure on. Ball spills out. And the umpire's going to blow his whistle. A free kick going the way of Daniel Wheatra.
Yeah, Wheatra just attacked the ball then.
Short, sharp one inboard. Now with Leggett. Leggett looking like he's going to be an absolute key for this Wanderers side this year. He goes down the line. Looking for Smiler. Oh, beautiful mark there. Plays on now into the pocket. Not a great kick, but it'll favour Bradley. That one was a little harder to mark. Not happy with himself, but as I mentioned, there's probably about 6 plays from Millicent out there tonight. Bradley, one who missed last week, but yeah, interesting recruiting decision from Motlop, not to just grab one player from down south, but that group who sort of know how each other all play, Bucksy.
And that's what usually happens when you recruit from an area. You usually attract the same guys, which is good because they know how each other play.
Comes off hands now. Chalmers gets a handball out, and now through Jesse Marshall, he pushes it out wide. Tom Schwarzenberg just kept advantage, kept it going forward. He's gained a lot of ground there without taking possession really, and ball spills out over the boundary line just behind wing for the Pint side.
Aaron Motlop would be happy with the Wanderers start. They've had 4 inside 50s, 2 Pints 2.
I think the whole first half last week they only had about 1 inside 50 for Wanderers, so good to see them start with a bit of tenacity here tonight. Greenwood trying to do the roving there as well, just got overrun, and then eventually they overran the ball and he ends up with it sort of underneath him. He's on the bottom of the stacks on there, and the umpire will have another ball up.
Just Pint's just got to control that ball and try and hit a target deep in forward 50.
Another reset, this time just forward of wing for Pint.
Wanderers is set up man on man down back. There's no spare play across the ground. Everyone's paired off.
Kaylee Roberts jumping into the ruck now for Wanderers. And Pint, they just work it forward. It'll bounce inside 50 looking for Truan. He kept his feet. Opponent Dos Santos lost it, and then he got up again. Pokes it forward. Fist comes over the top there from Wheatra and spills over the boundary line.
Just an experienced player, Wheatra, just that fist over the boundary line. Just first team to break a goal, to break it open a bit. Just very contested.
Almost 12 minutes through Bucks, and as you said, still waiting for that first goal. Riley Main doing the ruck inside 50. He was a revelation for them last year. Taken now, or try to duck through and then gets a check side away. That one's through to Alistair Fuller. First goal of the night, and Pint take a 5-point lead.
Just very good, Pints, and just unlucky for Wanderers. Just a bit of a miscommunication, I reckon, but they snapped the goal. Wanderers just need to reset, but credit to Pints. They stuck at it and they had numbers around the contest then. So Chalmers off half-back's been really good, had a good start I feel, and League for Wanderers also had plenty of the ball.
Yeah, Chalmers has been really impressive down there. As you said, he's sort of moved from that, I guess, explosive midfielder into a pretty tough and reliable defender the last season or so, and he started there this year as well. Leggett sort of played on half-back last week, I think, just to bolster their stocks. But starting in the middle of this centre bounce, he'll put some body pressure on almost straight away. Another tackle from him there. Handball will spin out over the top from Schwarzenberg off the wing. And then thrown onto the boot, worked inside the forward 50 for the Wanderers. Good tackle there. Another strong tackle from the defence. White, he throws onto the boot, kicking it to Bradley. Oh, he tried to muscle his way into front position, and then Marshall, he gets boot to ball, but he couldn't find a teammate. Smith will have to get to it pretty tight. Handball comes inboard now with Schwarzenberg, who's been busy the last couple of minutes. Slips through one, then kicks it to space on that wing, and he'll be happy to take the boundary line there.
Yeah, Wanderers will be happy with that out of bounds there, because Pints had the one overlap. Just great pressure from Wanderers forwards there to put pressure on Pints coming out.
I think it might be Frauenfelder out there who's got that jumper half ripped off. It's just forward and half on top of the number, so he can't quite work out the number, but I think it might be Bailey, who's been very handy addition to the team. Obviously just the one game last week, or the first game last week I should say, his second tonight for the club. Here comes Rowe, and then running onto it was shot, or had another crack at it, held up in the middle though there, and then just hacked forward. Oh gee, that was fortuitous for the Wanderers to full forward again. Bradley can't take the mark. I don't really know if they realise what happened there. I think they were trying to claim the mark there by Jacob Maloney, and Pint get it into safe hands in that back pocket. But everything just sort of stopped for a second, didn't it, Bucksy?
Yeah, I don't think anyone knew whether it was mark or free kick.
And good defence there from Wanderers just to nullify that contest, get it over the boundary line. This coming in from Henry Lovell.
Just with inside 50s for Wanderers, really need to convert a goal. They've had plenty of it in there. Just got to keep working and hopefully it comes.
Big Riley Main coming for a spell on the bench. Phillips just takes it straight out, works it forward. Bradley looming at the fall of it, comes off hands and just gets over the boundary line. No, he kept it alive. No, umpire says it's gone over.
Just need a tall target in that forward 50, I feel. The Pints, Jacob Maloney's doing really good at fullback there.
Yeah, looks like a good contest up there. I think one-on-one, Bradley seems to be able to hold himself, but it has been spilling off hands, and there's just been no one there front and centre to pick up the crumbs. And now Pint, they work it back. Rowe, oh gee, dangerous kick, especially when Leggett's in the area, but they managed to get it through. Not really sure what Bear was thinking there. He just toe poked it almost to the opposition, but Pint eventually, again, just clear it out of there, spills over the boundary line, close enough to some players that the umpires call for a boundary throw in. Wanderers
putting good pressure on the Pints players. They can't get it clear from their half back at the moment. Just Wanderers setting up really well behind the ball.
So ball in now. Again, almost taken out of there by Phillips, just muscling his way to the front of the ruck contest at the moment. We'll have a ball up inside the field of play now. Greenwood gets one his own way and then spills into the hands of Rowe, just gets boot to ball, looking to gain some territory. That's a handy result for them. Spills out of bounds in their forward 50.
Yeah, I feel it's going to be Wanderers' fitness. Hopefully whoever's going to be the fit team might get over the top of this game. Only been one goal and 3 points the whole game.
Yeah, very low scoring start here. Doesn't seem particularly dewy or wet out there so far. Ooh, toe poke, very tight to the boundary line, won't go over, and then just tumbled over there after contact from Murphy Short. First time we caught him tonight.
Someone's got to break it open from the stoppage. Pints player or Wanderers player. There's no one in Wanderers forward 50.
And almost too many the other way in Pints forward 50. 5 matchups in there, all on this near side. There'll be a free kick going to Pint in the hands of James Boyer from the Kinguppna Footy Club. a few of them out there tonight as well. That one just over the top. And then, oh, I think he tried to check side that down the field. Instead it goes very wide. Bounce a couple of times. Chalmers trying to keep it alive, but eventually beaten by that boundary line.
Yeah, Gupner in the Murray League got beaten by Cobram in the grand final this season. There's a few across the NTFL Gupner boys.
Boundary throwing comes in. A bit short, that one. Rucks get to it now, comes out to row tight on the boundary line. Oh, Motlop had a good hold on him. Ball's still alive. Schwarzenberg almost taken high by Motlop, and Rowe just getting into him. Not happy with each other. That'll be one to watch as the game goes on.
Yes, it's been pretty fiery, which is good. Hard contested footy. Discipline's a big key. Oh, there is a free kick. The other umpire must have called it.
So that'll go to Schwarzenberg. He sort of was dumped without the ball. Been lively so far. That kick spills over the top. Almost taken there by Shanks. Now comes out to Leggett. Or Dos Santos was taken and just tries to rid himself of Harry McKimmie, who's given him some contact as well. Dos Santos indicates he's going to go long. Oh, that one's very wide as well. And I think that's out on the full.
Yeah, a bit too wide. Just got to be a bit patient, Wanderers, then. Just wait for something to open up.
Murphy short. He will now look for a target inside the forward 50 as we approach the 20-minute mark here. Don't think there'll be a hell of a lot of time on here, Bucksy.
No, very short quarter.
So inside the forward 50 he goes. And Rowe, he tries to wiggle his way through. Umpires called for a free kick, and this could be the one that breaks it open.
There, I feel.
Will go the way of Pints.
They definitely need this one.
So it'll be James Rowe lining up. Wore the Crows, the Adelaide Crows jumper for, I think, maybe a season then. Obviously played for their SANFL team as well as Woodville West Torrens. Very handy player. Old man played for the Crows as well.
Yeah, it's been a very handy player in the sample over the last 3 or 4 years. Very highly rated.
So in he comes. Can he kick Pints' second goal of the evening? James Rowe to make his mark on the game. Very happy with that one off the boot. And struts back into his teammates to say, let's keep building on that here.
Yeah, very good Pints to get that. Just unlucky by Wanderers defender there, but I feel Wanderers had most of the play in their forward 50, but when it's coming into Pints, they make it get an opportunity and, yeah, getting the goals. 2 goals. So Wanderers has definitely had their opportunities.
And it's an 11-point lead here as you're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season live here from TIO Stadium in Darwin.
Aaron Motlop, well, I think we'll be hoping the siren goes so you can just reset.
Yeah, they've been really good so far, the Wanderers, to keep it, as you said, almost inside their forward half for most of the last 10 minutes, and Pint just squeezed through. Got a free kick and were able to make the most of their opportunity. They could be out for another one. As running on that far wing is Eichler. Inside 50, he goes looking for Riley Main. Comes off hands, and a kick after the siren won't be counted. I don't think it registered for a score anyway. But it's an 11-point lead going the way of the Green Ants. The first 2, the only 2 goals of the game, and it's another scoreless quarter for Wanderers. But they were much better than they were last week, weren't they, Bucks?
Yeah, they definitely started a lot better, and they're definitely in the game at this stage. They're competitive, and they're on the spread, sort of spreading Pints, where Pints have just got to control the ball and use their skill, I reckon. So it'll be an interesting second quarter.
We'll bring that second quarter to you after this quarter time break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah, She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. King for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
we're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, 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 up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium. You're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League season. Round 2 action between PINT and the Wanderers, and it's an 11-point lead going the way of PINT. I'm Will Zwar. With me is Chris Barks. How have you made the game so far tonight?
Yeah, as we were just talking, really impressed with Wanderers that quarter. They had the more inside 50s, but PINTs took advantage and kicked 2 goals. But if you weren't looking at the scoreboard, it's a very even match, and this quarter is going to be very important whether Wanderers can get back or PINTs break the game open. But hopefully Wanderers can fight back and peg them back for the next quarter.
Yeah, I think it's really important for Wanderers to try and hit the scoreboard here. They didn't kick a goal in the first half last week, obviously went goalless in this first quarter here. It's a very even game, but you don't want that mental demon of, can we actually kick one? See how long it takes them to do it as we get underway here. Again, Phillips just dominating the ruck for Wanderers. Rowe with the clearance, though, going the other way. Inside forward 50. Wanderers get it out of there pretty quick. Try to be paddled there by Phillips. Handball will come out and punch down there by Boyer. Skies it going forward. Mark probably should have been taken, but the Wanderers will get it inside 50 anyway. At the fall of the ball there, Eastie couldn't take it. Here comes Bradley, rolls around, has a snap on goal, trying to will that one back. And again, oh, that one stays alive. Handball, oh, gee, on his non-preferred. Here comes Sonny Smiler, breaks through one. Oh, touched on the way through.
Yeah, it was on then. He broke that first tackle in his pace. Unlucky. Wanderers really got to keep this in their forward 50.
Great defence there from Elliot Chalmers on the last line. Just got a fist to it. And they're still goalless, Wanderers. Now that margin down to 10 points. PINT almost looking like they're about to break the game open late in that first quarter. I think they're going to try and pick it up again from here as they go pretty quickly from back to forward. Comes off hands. Running through and running around is Fraunfelder. Oh, gee, that's a very well-weighted kick into the pocket. He finds Jacob Bear. Just darts his eyes inside. Still looking, and he chips in, finds a player all by himself. That's in the danger zone there for Wanderers.
Yeah, disappointed that defence, Wanderers. To leave a spare man inside the corridor like that.
And Jai Barry will be lining up for goal.
The very well-weighted kick from the PINTs player. 2 kicks before that, he just weighted it out to the boundary and made the PINTs player run onto it. Very important goal for PINTs to try and break them, Wanderers.
Oh, it's a good kick. Makes the distance. Didn't deviate at all. And Jai Barry kicks their 3rd goal of the match. This one came a lot quicker in this second quarter. I think it was about 12 or 13 minutes before we had the first one of the game, Barksy, and that one just 2.5 minutes into this second quarter.
Yeah, Wanderers would be disappointed with that opportunity to kick a goal, but PINTs, credit to them, they broke the lines coming through the corridor and created one-on-ones in their forward 50, which helped get that goal. So Wanderers have been working hard and very unlucky in their forward 50. Really got to keep going. It will come. They don't want to let the lead get too far away. Jamie Clee, the captain, I think, of Wanderers, in the middle there.
Comes off hands now. And Wanderers just work it forward. Bit of a foot race, players running from all directions. Wanderers players taking it and almost dived into that, earned himself a free kick. Charlie Arthur just having a little bit of a word there to Curtis Ryan moving forward. They're looking for Bradley again. He's definitely the key target in that forward line. And then dancing through a fuse, James Boyer. He works it out onto the wing. Probably weighted it more in favour of his Wanderers opponent instead of his teammate. And then running back through there, I think that might be Billy Shanks off half back. Gets a handball over the top. He'll get it back or just kept it in his area. And then gave it away, almost tripped his opponent. Could work out for the Wanderers, though that kick is straight down the throat of Chalmers. Looking to go to Greenwood quickly. Oh, I think that might be Clee there. No, it's Hamish McRae, another one of the Millicent boys out there. Comes off, umpire calls play on. Much to the opposition of some of the fans you might have heard there through the speakers. Now off half-back, Wanderers trying to turn it over. That one has gone very wide. It will bounce in the field of play and spill out over the boundary line.
Yeah, Wanderers really trying to break that game open. With credit to Pints for just stopping it in that second kick across half forward line there for Wanderers.
We'll have a boundary throw in. Your boundary umpires tonight: Lachlan Hamer, Noel McDonald, Bryn Weir and Michael Ward. The field umpires: Emily Hutton, Hayden Black and Cooper Bayman. And behind the goals, William Wood and Kyriakos Lambrinidis. As in it comes off hands. Phillips again, I think he got hands to it first. And Pint, they just seeming to read it off his hands better to start this second quarter. Handball over the top, all by himself, and he's got plenty of options. Kick will just go over the top to Truan, and he takes it one-handed. No, he won't. I think he's going to be paid it, though. He was almost hit blindsided there as he tried to take the mark. How's that? A little bit of love from your old teammates there.
Unlucky. I think the Wanderers player just shielded himself, and the Pints player just turned back.
So he's been given
he's got
50.
The 50. There you go.
Yeah, looks like he took the mark, and the only reason he didn't was because he copped that heavy contact. Truan will come in. That's the first goal for his new club against the old mob, and happy with that. They get around him, show him a little bit of love there. Jack Truan, a very handy player. Last year, he kicked 23 goals in 15 games, so he knows how to find the big sticks.
Yeah, Wanderers were. Aaron was disappointed he left. He rated him very highly. But that's footy up here in the NT. Clubs and players seem to swap a little bit. And now the points have raised for each team, so there's more room to move up here. Back in the day, it used to be 16 to 14 points, but now it's around 28 to 30 for some teams.
I think even out to 40 for one or two as well.
Yeah, I think Pints and Buffaloes might have them sort of points.
Tap down now. Boot to ball, and Pint again just trying to go forward. They've skipped out now to a 23-point lead. Oh, falling over his own feet there was Archie Eichler. Into the pocket, that one couldn't find a target, and Dos Santos, he tumbles over his own feet as well. Off his hands, we'll have a boundary throw in. I think that's Rowe there just trying to say that was deliberate, but no.
Yeah.
He just tripped over. I don't think there was any intention there.
Very unlucky by Motlop at that contest. He tapped the ball out of the player's hands, so I mean, incorrect disposal.
Here comes Rowe, straight out, he snaps towards goal, he loves that, gets his second of the match.
Great snap, front and centre to the contest. Very good roving and reading the contest.
Bullet-like instinct there as well. Just took it straight off hands, and so far is goal of the night.
Yes, and that will hurt Wanderers. 4-goal game. Just really need to get the next 2 goals, Wanderers.
And for all their hard work in that first quarter, they find themselves now very quickly 29 points down. And you think back to probably about the 18-minute mark, it was 5 points in it.
Yeah, they just got to reset though and try and win the ball and around the contest and run and carry and break the game open. Just got to clunk a mark in their forward 50 so they can get a shot. But credit to Pints, they're up and about at the moment.
Taken out there by Phillips. Handball missed the target, and then Greenwood just hacks it forward. Comes off 2 pairs of hands from the Green Ants and then spills out there. Was looking for Faunfelder. And a free kick will go the way of the Wanderers. Here's Wheatra. Looks for a runner. Almost thought he'd missed the opportunity, but they get it to half forward now, looking for Keelan Fijo. Not a good kick. Favoured the defender. Pushes up and finds Jai Barry. He kicked a goal earlier in this quarter as well. Now out to the wing. Curtis Ryan gets the handball out wide, under pressure, under duress. Oh, gee, Charlie Arthur just dumps his opposition into the ground there. Don't know if Lee Peters is giving him a bit of lip or something, but he wasn't happy with him the way he dumped him there, Charlie Arthur. Didn't think that was all necessary. Now a few handballs through traffic, and here comes Arthur. Gets around one, escapes the tackle, and inside the forward 50 he goes. I think that's bounced off the feet of the Pint defender and rolled over the boundary line. No, it's out on the full. So just assessing his options there in the back pocket. Down the line he goes, looking for his ruckman. Greenwood comes off hands. Pint again. They're starting to read it really well off the contest in this second quarter now. Dos Santos off half back. He's probably been one of the better runners out there. Donning that helmet. Now gets it out to Leggett. He's got a big boot on him. He gets through a couple, then gives it out wide instead, looking for Motlock. He pushes inside 50, but again, he's just picked out an opposition player in the middle of a couple of his own. They now push it down the line, Pint. Fraunfelder. Not a good kick, but that'll work. It goes through a few, and then just trying to break through there. Harry McKinney pushes it back inside. Not enough distance on it. Wanderers have the numbers in clean feet, and then they get down the line, shot with a handball coming through. Umpire calls play on, spills out. Leggett grubs it along the ground. That's come off a boot of Fijo, very tight towards the boundary line, still alive. I think it went out of bounds. The umpires didn't call it.
Definitely went out of bounds.
Pint take advantage of it. Smiler with a big run-down tackle. And then Pint just wrap him up. Ball spills out eventually, and the umpire, I think, is going to call for a ball up.
Great pressure from both teams. They're just hitting the contest hard and trying to break through. Just both teams missing that target across half forward.
Comes off hands there. All running through was Clee. Got a handball out. Almost a check side handball, if you will. And then Lovell finds himself on top of it. Chalmers and Smiler having a little bit of a word to each other.
Just Pints have one spare behind the ball. One of the forwards have got to make a 2-on-1.
Clee starting to rack up a little bit more of the ball in this quarter. Oh, hitting the deck hard with Chalmers. Smiler kept running. Check side inside the forward 50 now. Can Bradley get the advantage there? Gets a handball over the top. Daylight between him and the goals if he can take it cleanly. Oh, he can't. Here comes Fijo. Comes off hands again now. Back to Bradley. He was tackled without it. Umpires let it go. And now Pint, oh no, they won't get it. Ping for holding the ball. Wanderers still have an opportunity here through Shanks. He pushes it out to the pocket and he picks out again a player in green and gold.
Oh, unlucky.
Not a good kick to his teammate there. Eventually it came through hands to Boyer. He turns it over though on the wing. Pint fighting for their life here just to try and get it out of the danger zone, and eventually they do. A little bit sloppy from all accounts there. There's two players running back into an open goal. Had to get it to them. He played on and he hasn't gotten boot to ball. Ping for holding the ball. A little bit of a scramble on the ground, I think. No, it's going to be a free kick going the way of Pint.
Unlucky Wanderers. Very unlucky the last three contests. Must have been something after the play because I think Wanderers had the free.
And I think it might be a 50 as well.
Discipline. The Wanderers had their opportunity in their forward 50. Points very lucky.
So it's going to go in the hands of Jack Truan again. He's making an enemy of himself here against his old club. And the umpire's just telling him to calm down a bit. Alistair Fuller, I think it is. He's copping a little bit of attention.
Aaron should send the runner out there and calm him down. They want to give another free away. They've been playing some good footy, Wanderers.
True, and he kicks it, and it looks like he's going to come for a little bit of a spell on the bench here. Still don't know what that initial free kick was paid for, but suspecting that discipline played a role in the end result. And Pint have now skipped out to a 34-point lead. Magic number in footy bucks. Some say it's 32. Once the margin gets above there, it's hard to come back.
Yes, it is hard to come back, but it is NT football. Comebacks are pretty big up here. Just unlucky Wanderers. They done everything right. They just couldn't convert to a goal. That whole time it was in their forward 50. But hopefully they just keep at it, keep the discipline.
So back in the middle now. How will the Wanderers respond? It's been a disappointing first half for them. A really good first quarter, but the last 14 and a quarter minutes haven't been good. There'll be a free kick going their way. Trying to get the ball back quickly. Clee just tunnelling it out to his teammate.
Oh, that's too close.
Thought that was
Unlucky.
too close again.
Standing beside him.
Not getting the run of the green here, are they, Bucksy?
No, very frustrating. Just got to keep it at it, discipline, and go again.
It's got to be, what, 5 metres around him. He took one step and has been smothered. We'll have a ball up in the middle of the ground here. Whistle blown. It'll be a free kick again going Pint's way.
Not sure what that was for. Maybe a hold off the contest.
James Rowe looking for a runner. He's got a few to choose from. Goes off to Shot, captain of tonight's side. Inside 50 he goes. Gee, it almost looked like it was right for the picking there for Fuller. For Wheatra, sorry. Oh, gee, rocketed out of there, hits the out of bounds post. So we'll have a boundary throw in as tight as you can have it. And we saw a similar position here. James Rowe just took it straight off the contest and kicked through for a goal. I wonder if he's looking to do the same again here.
Yeah, Wanderers want to pair off everyone. They've got one behind the ball, so a forward's got to roll up for Wanderers, and no one does.
Riley Main comes off his hands. Rowe, oh, there he goes. He picks it up. Snaps towards goal, well wide. Through for a behind. And that first quarter, as we said, Bucks, it took 12 minutes for the first one to go through. The second goal came through with probably about 40 seconds left on the clock, and we've already had 4 in this second quarter, all going the way of the Green Ants. In they come now. Oh, mark not taken there by Phillips. Wanderers get a run on. Whacked down there by Smith-Thompson. Chalmers trying to get a fist involved. Whacks it forward now. Wanderers front and centre. Here comes Charlie Arthur. Leaves without the ball in hand. And it's his opposing number, Ethan Smith, trying to bullock his way through. We'll have a ball up just forward of centre for the Wanderers. Would love some reward for effort here in this second quarter.
Yeah, they definitely need it, Wanderers. They're still having a crack trying to break that line.
Clee gets boot to ball at the fall of it. I think that's Smiler. It's bright green boots there. Shot always ducked with ball in hand. Still got a handball away. And then Murphy Short pushes it out wide to the boundary line. Kept it alive. And now it goes over. Chalmers and Charlie Arthur just having a little bit to say to each other on half forward.
Yes,
you getting involved.
Yeah. It's been a fiery game from the first bounce. I wonder whether it is them two players that moved from Wanderers to Pints.
Rivalry sparked between these two clubs with the, I guess, the big Motlop rivalry between the two and the connection. That sort of simmered down, or so we'd thought, when Shannon Motlop stopped his coaching tenure. But tonight, it does seem like it's bristling and brimming. Oh, good mark running back through traffic there. Murphy Short takes the mark. He now looks inside to Rowe. Look for a runner. Thought he can go for a jog himself. Now handballs it out wide. They go for a switch via hand. Oh, needs to be tight there. Good hands. Comes back now. Here's Marshall looking for Smith, and he got it back to Marshall. He pushes out wide. Handball smothered. Smiler offers a little bump. Try to tap it forward. Smiler follows up with a tackle. Being helped there by Motlop, and the umpire will call for a ball up. Very well held there by the Wanderers boys.
I just think Pints are just trying to run in drove and push the ball forward, and it's not a real good game plan because the Wanderers are sort of defending it.
Kicked out there now by Jack Brown. Greenwood, he kicks it to space inside the forward 50 and then comes off the hands there of Billy Shanks, who's been pretty impressive on that half-back line.
Yeah, he's been really good getting to contest, and from now back, Yeah, Pints, I just don't know how it's going to go against the better sides, but obviously they're a new side, and with their points, there's a lot of new players in their team, so they're still bonding and gelling. It'll be interesting what sort of style they play.
Wanderers get hands to it first. Phillips has got options, pushes out wide, get a kick away. That's some good leading there from McRae. Beckoning for an option. Goes inside to Willis. Now they go for the switch. Dos Santos pushing out wide. That's where he'll go next. Doesn't find the target, but he goes for a run. That'll work out for him. Didn't have to break stride on the pickup. Goes for a bounce. That one not as clean. Back through traffic he goes, or rather back to the loose. Now pokes it again to the advantage of his teammate. Has to roll around. Now pokes it to half forward. Arthur was the target. Fist got in the way there. And then Schwarzenberg, he runs through. He finds a target now. Very high half forward. Big Riley Main. What can he do from here? Well out. Too far to score. But he'll poke it very deep, looking for a target in that centre corridor. Rowe looking to be first to it for Pint. Wanderers have taken it very, very wide. I don't know if that's maybe clipped a foot on his way through. No, umpire calls for a boundary throw in.
Interesting, Riley, the ruckman, was a ruckman, but he's playing majority forward for Pints. I don't know whether he's a natural forward though. Not many tools out there tonight.
9 goals from 11 games last year, Riley Main. Comes off the hands of Smythe. Leggett, or nearly run down by Truen, kicks it wide, finds Smiler. No, not Smiler there. Might be Smith-Thompson. Dances around, gets it through. And Shanks, he pushes it down the line. A little bit too much on it. Tap back from Ryan to Greenwood, but had a little bit too much pepper on it. Umpires blow their whistle. Advantage will be paid. Going the way of Pint. There's a player all by himself. 15 metres forward of the contest. He now goes inside 50, holding front position. I think that might be Clee there off half back, and he just gets it away. Not a good kick though. Umpire calls play on. And then ball finds itself again at the bottom of the pack, extracting it after just too much time there was Lovell.
Pints had majority of the play this quarter. Just can't find that forward 50 target in the last few minutes.
Leggett extracts, goes for a run, now goes to half forward. Having to work into space there were the Wanderers forwards. Oh, that handball dangerous. What can Fraser Bradley do? Put some pressure on. Chalmers works back to the loose. Now shot. He pushes it out the other side, looking for safe hands. Can't find them. Ryan works it inboard to Maloney. Bit quieter this quarter, Maloney, though, as you said, it hasn't really been down there as much. Then breaking the lines beautifully was Boyer. Inside 50, he goes to a one-on-one. Comes off hands. Rowe trying to get through Motlop. Breaks the tackle. No, he doesn't get a handball away. Makes his teammate work there in Fraunfelder and puts a tackle on, but gives away a free kick in doing so.
Bit scrappy there, Pints. Probably had an opportunity to create a goal out of that.
And as we hit the 22.5 mark of this quarter, you're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season here from TIO Stadium. It's a 35-point lead going the way of Pint, though it feels like a much closer game than that.
Yes, and the difference, someone like Rowe from Adelaide Football Club, is slowly getting himself into the game, getting used to the conditions. So Wanderers kicking 2 goals. Wanderers will want to try and stop him.
It's a tap down there. Again into the hands of Pint. Oh, nearly on the chest there of Truen. Spills very wide, and I think that's just gone over the boundary line again.
Yeah, frustrating Aaron Motlop would be. Their team's doing everything except for hitting the scoreboard. The pressure's there around the contest, tackling their defence. Really good moving the ball out of defence, but just can't clear it over half forward. Credit to Pints, they've been really well. I thought Rowe was good. Chalmers across half back in that quarter. And I had Leggett's got himself into the game, been busting all day, and Clee as well, their captain, been really good.
And that's half-time, a 35-point lead in favour of PINT. A little bit of work to do for Wanderers, and it's their second game in a row where they haven't scored a goal in the first half, so they'll be looking to rectify that next week. But in the meantime, they've got 35 points to make up. We'll see if they can do that in the second half.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this thing. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 2 clash here at TIO Stadium. I'm Willswar. With me tonight, Chris Barks, bringing you the action. It's a 35-point margin. PINT, 6 goals, 2-38 to the Wanderers, 3 behinds. Second week in a row, Bucks, that haven't kicked a goal in the first half.
Yeah.
Don't want to rub it in, but how did they get the first one?
Disappointing. They've done everything right, just can't convert, get a free in the forward 50 or create a goal. But their pressure across the ground's been great. Credit to PINT, though, they've kicked the goals. And it's really important now for Wanderers to either stick in it to it and try and get a couple on the board and keep PINTs goalless, or don't let PINTs run away with it. So, yeah, it's going to be a big mind game challenge at the moment.
Jack Truan, he kicked 2 goals that quarter. I think both were from 50-metre penalties in the end. He's playing against his old side. It's his first game, I think, for the new side. I don't think he ended up playing last week. He might have slipped under the radar a little bit. But yes, the Wanderers, they'll be wanting to hit that scoreboard as they can. The game seems a bit closer than that margin suggests. They work it forward pretty early, looking for Smiler on half forward. Ball comes through and then worked forward there by Boyer. Goes through hands. Trying to tap it forward there. I think that was Smythe. Ball comes back through now. Shanks gets it back over the top to Weitra. Cheeky one inboard. And they go away through the half-back line. Or, gee, not a good handball. He was trying to get it there to Berry. Umpire calls for a free kick.
Yeah, unlucky there, Wanderers. Obviously, players weren't talking to him, telling him he's clear and free. Nearly got caught with the ball.
Rowe puts a tackle on. Oh, good strong tackle there from Greenwood. Holding the ball, though, and PINTs get the free kick. So he'll roll onto his left there, looking for the hot spot. Oh, gee, Riley Main, he was half considering crashing that pack there. Ball comes over now. Bear pokes it out over. Not sure if that was intentional, but he's found someone all by himself there. I think it might be Archie Eichler.
Yeah, Wanderers just all got drawn to the contest then, and yeah, the PINTs player just stayed out. And obviously, PINTs won at front and centre and found him.
Oh, he's
another
looking.
spare PINTs player.
Looking for it. Maybe a little bit nervous here, do you think, Barksy?
Yes, he was definitely looking around. About 40 out.
Bit of a stuttery sort of run up there. That one's gone across the face a little bit. Don't think it quite made the distance either, and it's touched through for a behind.
Daniel Weitra kicking out.
Oh, he hesitated there. Had Leggett in tight. Maybe timed his run a little bit too early there, Leggett. Instead, he pokes it out looking for Tyson White. He's been a key part of this group for the last couple of years, White, as we were saying earlier, but maybe needs to give him a little bit more tonight, Bucksy.
Yes, he needs to sort of break that line, get into the game. 3 or 4 players for Wanderers.
Looking down the line there. Smith, he gave the biggest fly there. Smiley gets a handball through, and they could be away here. Coming through, Henry Lovell, he pokes it to a one-on-one inside forward 50. Running back, Fraser Bradley into an open goal. He gets there first. And finally, the Muck-Mucks are on the board.
I just said finally, Fraser Bradley, he's had plenty of opportunities. He got one over the back, used his pace. I just Wanderers there, they keep breaking the lines, and they created that one-on-one. They just got to keep working on that. Good composure down back. Daniel Weitra, they chipped it out and found that break through the middle, but well deserved, and they need to get another couple on the board to get back in reach. Definitely back in reach.
Fraser Bradley's first game for the Wanderers this year. Missed last week, one of a group of about 5 boys out there tonight from Millicent Footy Club. How's this, Bucks? He kicked 18 goals earlier for Hatherley this year. That's from Stats Wiz upstairs. Nathaniel Chambers, thank you very much for that one. But he should come good and should give some firepower to that forward line, which so far they're desperately begging for.
Yeah, just need another tool up there, I reckon, would make a big difference.
Tap down there by Greenwood. Roving his own ball there after the tackle. Umpire calls play on, and we'll have a ball up now in the middle of the ground.
Good pressure there by Wanderers. Just got to win this clearance.
Emily Hutton in the middle there in the green jumper for the umpires tonight, along with Hayden Black and Cooper Bayman. Toe poke forward there by Greenwood. Umpire calls for a free kick, kicking in danger. So it will go the way of Tyson White there. No, it won't. It will go to Clee. Thought about going back to White on the run through. Instead, he pushes out wide to his skipper. Matthew Motlop there. White now getting involved. Maybe he's the key. We did call it at the start of this quarter. He's one who needs to have a bit
50.
more of an impact, and he's got a 50 here now.
Not sure ran through the mark or... Very important 50 though for Wanderers.
30-point margin here. Feels a lot closer than that, which means you feel like maybe the momentum is a little bit easy to trip, and that could be what the Wanderers do here with 2 quick ones.
Yeah, I feel Matty Motlop and Clee, guys like that, have got to get themselves into the game a bit more. They're doing the job, but they just got to lift another 5 to 10%.
Tyson White. I love this one. Inside 50.
Ooh.
Oh, he's not done very well there.
Too close to the man on the mark. But that's positive for Wanderers. 2 inside 50s. Your confidence should be up a little bit.
Chalmers has been really good on that back line tonight, putting his body on the line. I think he stopped what could have been the first goal of the game earlier for the Wanderers in that second quarter. Ball spills out now. No, it doesn't. Handball over the top, if you don't mind, to now Boyer. He pushes it forward. Good mark.
Good mark. Real good body work.
Sam Berry from the upper aisle. He pushes it inside the forward 50 now. Comes off the chest. The umpire pays the mark to Henry Lovell. He's got a runner all by himself. Just pokes inside the forward 50. What can Hamish McRae do?
Looks like he's got confidence in having a crack at it.
Oh, I think that one's more put to the hot spot. Oh, is there a fly there? Not quite. Big strong tackle there. Almost looked like that was a throw off the ground there. Now gets it to Smith. Handball out wide now. Wrapped up. Big strong tackle from Leggett, trying to will his team back into the contest there.
Great forward pressure from Wanderers there to lock the ball in the forward 50.
Tapped down there by Greenwood. Trying to wrestle it into possession. Umpire will call for the ball up again. Just stagnating a little bit here, Bucksy.
Yeah, just need to break this open here. Wanderers, someone on the fly.
Rowe, he kicks it out there. Oh, he has picked Smythe out. No, he hasn't. He'll get it back. Smythe works it forward to a one-on-one. Finds Main just in front of his man. Will roll around. You think he's going to kick it to the advantage there of McKimmie. Good work there from Dos Santos just to get back, and then he turns his opponent inside out, leaves him in his dust, turns it straight back over. Oh, umpire calls play on. Don't know if he really meant to do that there, Fraunfelder, but pushes it. I think that's Smythe there again. He'll have to play on now from the top of the 50. Inside the centre corridor he goes. Sonny Smiler reads it best, and he'll look to switch out this near side, you'd think. Yep, now he comes. He finds McRae.
Just got to be patient here, Wanderers. Work for each other, bit of movement.
Josh Werchin on half back. We'll go short one inside. I think that's hit the deck. Umpire's called play on. Has to go out now. Willis. Now down the line looking for Smiler. Motlop puts some body contact on there. Ball spills out over the boundary line.
Great pressure from Keelan there. They could have got it out easy points, but the pressure from the Wanderers players to get in there and support around the contest. Smiler's been good. It looks like he's going to break the game open at some stage.
Yeah, he's very talented, very pacey as well. He's Still just got that youthful spring in his step. Free kick's been paid. It will go the way of the Wanderers. Down they go to the danger man. Oh, Bradley just got out of position, and good work there from Jacob Maloney. He goes out to Smith. Now looking down the line, trying to find Fuller. Alistair Fuller, that is from Pints, on Kevin Smith-Thompson. Smith-Thompson works him inside out. Kick not good. Smythe now goes. Peters inside. Oh, he finds Jacob there. He'll roll around now. Oh, he's got a runner on the outside. Here comes Jack Brown. He takes the mark. Maybe could have kept going, but he's just pulled up a little bit, and he said, I'll go back and do the smart thing. Maybe he's going to go for the big sticks here, Bucksy.
Yeah, he's pushed back, which is good. He didn't play on because I reckon the Wanderers players were waiting for him. Looks confident. The breeze is going that way by the flags.
Played for Williamstown and Essendon in the VFL, so some high quality football he's played. That kick just wide to the left of the post and through for a behind.
Pints are really just got to try and break open and get a goal here.
Coming out now, looking for Tyson White. He's come alive in this third quarter. Not much down the line.
You asked for a lift and he has. Must have heard you.
Thanks for that, Tyson. Now goes back into the pocket. Oh, we've got nothing, so I have to play on. He comes back out to White. That was probably 15 metres on the dot, I thought, Bucksy. Not a lot of distance there. Oh, no. Another shocking kick to full back. Oh, Leggett. He'll have to make amends there. Finds safe hands in Harry Willis. Good composure there from Cody Leggett. He easily could have fumbled and panicked. And
yeah, that's experience.
They haven't done very well here, though. The Wanderers turning it over a long way out. Riley Main, almost manhandled, and I think he's going to earn himself a free kick.
Oh, the umpires from the middle of the ground's called it.
And is that play on? No, it's going to be brought back, I think.
Yeah, Wanderers just felt like they were panicking, trying to get it out there. That there was no movement to create space. So fitness might be a bit of a key here for the Wanderers.
Feel for Cody Leggett, as you said, that was experience there from him, which saved them the goal.
Hit that one on the 45.
And then they've instantly turned it back over his head. So Riley Main last year, 9 goals from 11 matches. As you said, he's probably more, he sort of starts at full forward and then plays through the ruck. He's a big target, but doesn't kick as many goals as you'd think for someone who starts at full forward. Still plays his role. He'd love to get this one through here.
Definitely plays his role. I just don't think he's a natural forward. Fair angle.
Drop punt here, Bucksy, or you go the check side?
I'm an old-fashioned drop punter.
Looks like he's listening to you this time. And that has worked.
Straight through. There you go. Good to see a ruckman that can kick.
So Riley Maynard, he adds his name to the scorers list, and they extend their margin out now to 37 points.
That hurts. Wanderers had the opportunity then, and they really needed to get a couple of goals. I thought if they could just get 2 goals and keep Pints scoreless this quarter, they could be back in the game. So it'll be a big turnaround this centre bounce where the Wanderers can win that ball back. Credit to Pints, though, they worked hard and kicked their 7th goal.
And on their way to the 2nd win of the season.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether they've done that since they've been in Premier League. Pints. I think they play, I'm not sure when they play Nightcliff or Districts for that, what their next game is.
Tap down there from Greenwood. Wanderers again trying getting it out of the middle. But Pint just seem like they're a little bit more energised at the moment, a bit more momentum in their sail. Advantage will be paid going the way of Wanderers. Don't know if he realised it was advantage.
No.
Ping for holding the ball against Charlie Arthur. Pretty stiff there.
Yes, very stiff. I suppose it's only the umpire's 2nd game as well.
Push it out that far side now. Another turnover in the corridor. It'll be a free kick though. Another one going the way of Pint. Here is Jacob Bear, Wangaratta boy. Ooh, again, another one you might need to get the tape measure out for, but Chalmers has taken a mark. Umpire's paid it. He's looking inside. It's a busy centre corridor. He pushes it out across to the fat side. Good work there. I think this might be Shanks. Couldn't pick it up, kept control though. Now they've done well there. Skies it, keeps it alive. Sunny Smile's got a few to beat, gets front position, taps it down, done very well, then takes possession.
Unlucky.
Wayward handball to Leggett, goes back through traffic, escapes through one, rolls round, then dances around another. Handball inboard to White. He pushes it to high half forward. Clee, the target, goes through his hands. And there, the captain of Pint shot is off half back to mop it up. Takes a breath. Oh, I thought he was just on his measure and he's been called run too far. He did hesitate about 2 or 3 times there, so I think he's probably gone his distance. But Wanderers have just becoming their own worst enemy here. Again, dancing through Pint, through Lee Peters, just work their way back inboard. Now it comes through Wheatra on the back line, kicking it high. And Greenwood, the big tall ruckman, he takes the mark. They've spotted him out perfectly. Goes back laterally. Had a few options through the outside. Instead, he's going to play on. And Eichler goes to the top of the square, goes through the back. Oh, what can Frauenfelder do here? Kept it alive. Now spills over the boundary line.
Yeah, the pressure's on in both teams, just turning the ball over. Wanderers are actually out on the fat side there, but the turnover in even Pints on the fat side of their forward line, they were out, they had 3 spare.
So a little bit sloppy. Still a few cobwebs being dusted off tonight, of course. Only round 2 here, Buxy.
Yeah, definitely, and it's quite warm out there too, so the weather build up.
Tap down. Motlop kicks it off the ground, just trying to get it out of the danger zone. Gone a little bit too far. Schwarzenberg wrapped up. Is that going to be high? It is. Just got a cheeky one up, and it was almost as Schwarzenberg fell into the tackle.
Yeah, it's unlucky, slippery, slipped down. Another opportunity shot on goal.
Just the 2 goals for Pint in his career in 10 games. Oh, I thought he was going to try and get it off to Frauenfelder. Instead, a very tight leash. Clee has got Frauenfelder on. So Schwarzenberg is going to have to go back and do it himself. Within range, you'd think. Pokes it to the top, to the hot spot instead, comes off hands and through for a behind.
Wanderers are desperate here to try and get a goal on the board.
And haven't really gotten it past their half-back line for the best part of 5 minutes.
They're all pushed up the ground past the centre line.
Oh, Bradley jumped very early, didn't take the mark in the end. Dancing around a couple there and kicking it high. Jack Brown again. Oh, it came off hands. In the goal square, no. Wanderers take it through Motlop. Last man, he pushes it out wide. Needs to be careful with the bounce here. How's the umpire going to pay that?
Throw it in.
Throw in.
Very lucky there, Wanderers.
I think quarter time sort of came from the right time, but then half time, it sort of maybe gave them a little bit of hope they'd come out firing in this 3rd quarter. They threatened with the first goal, the Wanderers, but haven't done much since. Leggett, again, he's probably been the most emotive there in his football, trying to will his team back into it. Not enough help out there, and it'll be a mark to Jacob Bear in the forward pocket. Very tight angle.
Definitely Leggett, when he gets at the composure that he has and he hits every target, just needs a couple more players. And I feel Wanderers have stopped running and moving. I feel their fitness. Yeah.
Oh, he's found Truan all by himself. Similar distance.
Coach's nightmare.
Easy angle.
Player on his own in the forward 50.
And one of their old teammates as well. having a bit of impact tonight. 2 goals already, both from 50-metre penalties, as I recall.
Yeah, he's been good up forward. Bit of a live wire. As I said, I knew Aaron was disappointed he left because he rated him highly.
Well, that's a good kick, and he loves that one, Jack Truant. His third and extends the margin out now to 42 points.
Yeah, points have been good in their forward 50. Kicking goals sort of opened the game up, but Wanderers have just got to keep having a crack, run the game out and try and create some goals. Just to work on their fitness and get to know each other. They're probably 4 or 5 players off being a bit better side, or their fitness, I feel, needs to get into it, but they're still been having a crack around the contest. And it hasn't been easy for points at no means. They've had to work for it.
Yeah, they've got some good pieces to the puzzle there, the Wanderers. Maybe not quite conditioned as much as you'd like earlier this year. Maybe the heat, a bit of a shock to the system for a few. But as you said, a little bit of time to gel, and they should turn a couple of corners in the coming weeks. 20 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Leggett, again, he's almost playing a sole role out there in blue and gold jumper. Again, putting another tackle on. Umpire calls for a high against him. Probably just a little bit too heavy with his body. I think that might be Clee remonstrating as well. It's Smith.
Yes. Need to be disciplined here, both teams.
Goes out wide. Shot. Bit too much pepper on that one as well. Free kick will be paid just for a push out. Wanderers have it on half back. You'd hope they're challenging themselves here, not let another one through the big sticks. They've only let the 2 goals through this quarter and kicked one themselves, but it did feel like they had a little bit more opportunity in this quarter, and they haven't made the most of it.
No, they definitely haven't. The second in this quarter haven't made the most of the opportunities up forward, but they just look like they're a bit flat at the moment, Wanderers. A bit stagnant, not running, creating space.
So you're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2025-26 TIO NTFL season from TIO Stadium here in Darwin. Ball tapped down there by Phillips. Another high bit of contact there will go the way of the Wanderers. Poked over the top. Clee gets it off to Leggett. Oh, stripped of it. Not enough torque there.
He's definitely been trying to lift him, Leggett, on his own. Just need a few people to come with him.
Smiler's been quiet, as you can see him on screen there, probably the last 15 minutes as well, where they've really needed players like him to step up. Comes out the back and just kicked forward there by PINT. And a free kick going their way, probably just too far out to score, but a push out against Dos Santos. Looks like he's going to launch into that centre corridor. Riley Main the target. Oh, good mark there, good read. Great read. I think that might be Keelan. No, it's Daniel Fuller there at fullback. Pushes it into the pocket. And Leggett takes a mark. His opponent went a bit too far and then got through the other one. Threw it onto the left. Not sure if that was the right option. That one's very wide. Not really close to an opponent. Maybe got away with one there, just a boundary throw in.
Yeah, I think there was enough players around that one. But Leggett's been very good, and Daniel Fuller has been a player come up through their junior ranks, and it's actually a good matchup, him on that big fella there forward.
160 games he's played for Wanderers. And that might only just be his senior grades there, as we go into three-quarter time with a 42-point deficit. Possibly a little bit too much, but still plenty to gain for both of these sides from this round 2 game. We'll bring you the last quarter after this three-quarter time break.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazaliesnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory,
We're here when you need us most.
TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Go! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to TIO Stadium. Round 2 action between PINT and the Wanderers, and it is a 43-point margin in favour of PINT. A slight adjustment to the score there. 8-4-52 to PINT. Wanderers just the one goal they scored in that third quarter. 3 behinds, total of 9. And it's been a pretty rough couple of weeks starting for them so far. I'm Will as well. With me is Chris Barks. What do you think the biggest thing the Muck can take out of this last quarter?
Yeah, their pressure and endeavour around the ball's been really good. They've just got to try and win this quarter. That's what I'd be aiming for. Try and get a couple of goals and create some goals and win this quarter. But credit to PINTs.
Ball comes down. Little scrimmage to start us off in this last quarter.
I thought Elliot Chalmers been great across half-back, Jacob Maloney, and also Jack Truan up forward for PINTs.
Looks like Maloney's been moved up to a wing, potentially. No, read my numbers wrong here, Bucksy. It's been a long night. Is trying to break through there. Sonny Smiler, ball pops down. Fraunfelder will just have to dribble it forward. Here comes Schwarzenberg, gets it back now to Fraunfelder. Just almost a little chip there. Found itself in the arms of Cody Leggett, who by far and away the best player for the Wanderers tonight.
Yes, I'd nearly say best player on the ground. It's been great. Worked all night.
The absolute workhorse, Cody Leggett. You can see he's playing with spirit. He's got a little bit of a limp on him already.
He just need a bit of a lift from like Jeremy Motlop, Clee, Matthew Motlop, a few other boys to lift around him.
Might be taking a lot of the shoulder strapping from the club after this. Been carrying the team all evening, all last week as well. Be a bit of high contact there. No, incorrect disposal will go the way of Wanderers. Here comes Arthur. Oh, that's a shank off the kick, off the side of the boot, all right. Comes into Smiler, though. He'll end up with it. A left foot snap on goal. He likes that straight off the boot. And they strike early in this last quarter, the Wanderers. A little bit of celebration and try and dig into this deficit.
Very good start. And just off one step, he just turned and one step onto his left foot. It was a great kick. He'll be good to watch. He's been really good, I feel. Sonny Smiler and Tyson White and Bradley Fraser have been the other good ones, with Leggett, obviously. But just need a few more to lift. PINTs are a bit more spread around the ground.
Sonny Smiler, one of the brightest sparks for the future of the territory in Australian rules footy. Played in the grand final. Sorry, not in the grand final. Played on grand final day on the MCG in that under-17 futures match representing the Northern Territory. Did relatively well from all reports as well. And finds himself playing for the Wanderers up here. His second season, I believe, playing senior footy for the Wanderers, and as you heard there from Chris Barks, one of the best players on ground tonight for the Wanderers.
Yeah, he's been good. He just hasn't had the opportunity, but when he gets it, he's been breaking the lines. I've been really impressed, and also his defensive work's been really good too.
Ball tapped down there. Leggett again, front and centre, just trying to will it through. Arthur, his kick was smothered, then breaking through. Very well done there by Eichler. Finds a teammate. Bit too high away from the goal. Good kick into Main. Bounces off his chest though. Dos Santos just had to get it out of there. Looking for White. Schwarzenberg put enough contact on. Ran straight into Leggett and then turns around. Brown inside 50 he goes. No, good work there from Dos Santos again. Tried to get it out there to Rowe. Picked up in the end by Shanks over the top. Dos Santos again throwing his body on the line. He's been really good in that back line this evening. Comes out now. Rowe kicked one from a similar position. Instead, he gives that one off. Finds the player all by himself in the corridor, and that's good teamwork from the Green Ants.
Yeah, PINT's very composed then, just tipped it around. Wanderers got sucked into the contest, but their endeavour was there. They were trying to chase, but yeah, I just don't know. Aaron would be disappointing. A blind handball inside, defensive 50 straight to a PINTs player. Should have just kicked down the line. I would have been looking for as a coach. Get it as far out of the forward 50 as you can.
James Boyer, one of the boys from Kingupna, puts it straight over the umpire's head and brings the margin back up again to, 44 points here at TIO Stadium.
Yeah, disappointing Wanderers. Got one goal and couldn't get another one back to back. But anyway, credit to PINTs, and Boyer's been quite good too. Been up around the ball and got a few possessions.
slipped under the radar a little bit. Probably one of the stronger plays in that third quarter as well, Buxy.
Yeah, and coming from Gupna, they've got a pretty strong list the last couple of years there. Won the grand final 2 years ago, and they lost the grand final this season to Cobram in the Murray League, just out of Shepparton.
Ball up back in the middle of the ground. Tap down, Lovell. Handball wasn't great. Greenwood's been really good in the ruck as well. Probably started a bit slow. Phillips was out muscling him early, but Greenwood's really come into the game around the ground as well as in the ruck. Ball will be tossed up. There goes Phillips. Good work from Eichler there just to get a hand involved, but it wasn't enough. Now going through, Hamish McRae pushed it down to half forward. Beats all comers, then McKimmie running back through traffic. Oh, he has to dance a little bit, gets through one. Umpire says he's gone over the boundary line. He tries to argue the point.
Yeah, out of bounds. I didn't know it might have been called too far.
Thought he did a pretty good job there of keeping it in.
Just really want to create something, get a goal here, Wanderers, just for the effort.
Tap down. Leggett again, just running tirelessly out there. McRae's kick, a short, sharp one, couldn't find a target cleanly. Fijo was hoping for a handball out the back. Instead, it'll be whacked out of there by Murphy short. Good mark there, pushing out wide. Being the interceptor there on that far wing under the old scoreboard there here at TIO Stadium. Comes off hands. Now out to shot. Ooh, a little bouncer. Taking it on the volley. I think Cleese kicked the ball inside the forward 50. Can't find a target. They've really fallen over there. As soon as there's been more than just Bradley at full forward, they've struggled trying to find a way through the congestion going forward, haven't they, Buxy?
Yeah, they just haven't had a good tall target. Or I feel their forwards ain't moving, creating space. They're just standing still. And that's last quarter, the fitness. The legs are tired, and I saw a couple of them cramping up on the boundary line just before.
Aaron Motlop looked relatively animated at three-quarter time in the huddle, just trying to get a little bit more out of his side. They've started with a bang early here, the first goal, but again, just slowing a little bit and let Pint muscle their way back into momentum. Oh, Riley Main bounces off his chest. He's been a good focal point there. He'll earn himself a free kick for a hold and could get his second of the evening.
Unlucky Fuller there. I thought he'd done everything right, but he obviously had a hold of him. And he's a big boy too.
From Palm Beach, Currumbin. I think he holds a couple of games records out there, Buxy, as well. And playing at Pint last year, became a bit of a fan favourite too. As we were saying before, not typically a big goal scorer, but sort of does play a really important role as almost a non-scoring forward, just being that target and everyone else feeds off him. Good to see him get some reward for effort earlier tonight. Could double up here.
Interesting. I reckon the games I did watch, he was probably one of the best, or in the top 4 when he played in the ruck.
Here he comes. Bit of a sweep behind it and a little bit too much as it goes through for a behind.
Just got to reset here, Wanderers. Pints have just got to try and lock it in.
And this is where the fatigue's going to kick in. Scoreboard is definitely against them. Clock's counting down towards the end of the night. A little bit more aircon and comfort, that cool shower. But not time to give up just yet. Phillips gave it off to Arthur. Didn't make it easy for him. Harassed there by Barry. Wanderers get away with it, pushing it down the line, but a good mark running back to Curtis Ryan. He goes, oh, needed that to be clean, and it was marked there by Short. Goes out for a little bit of a switch, and again, he just threads the eye of the needle there. Now pushed out wide from McKimmie. Barry on half back. And now with Boyer. Kicked Pint's first goal of the quarter here, and it's a beautiful kick inside 50 to Bailey Fraunfelder.
just patient Pints there, just hitting their targets along the far wing. And the forwards were moving and creating space, which created a one-on-one.
Speaking of goal kickers, how about this from Bailey Fraunfelder? 619 goals from 346 games over his career. Looks like most of those been played with Yarrawonga. Very handy acquisition. I think he might have kicked 3 goals last week, his first game for the club, as Pint, some would say, upset Waratah. This could be his first of the evening here tonight.
Matt Wiley's coached Yarrawonga in the past, so he would have a connection there.
Comes off hands, couldn't quite put it through, and then Marshall rolled one way then the other, and his kick goes across the face. Weitra just pushes it out, and that's gone well wide. You'd think there's enough in it for it to be a boundary throw-in, and umpire says so as well.
A disappointing Pints, and they should have created a goal, but credit to Wanderers. They struggle from this stoppage to get it across to their half forward. Just missing a tall target, I feel. They need 2 up forward, would make a huge difference.
Smythe doing his job in the ruck now. Been a little bit quieter tonight, but I think he's also played on the half-back line too, so hasn't seen a hell of a lot of it. Comes into the hands of the Wanderers now. Again, not a lot to go to up forward, so they'll look for a switch, and you're right, Barksy. On that far side ahead of where the footy was, it was just completely stagnant. No movement at all. No one really presenting. And Wanderers could find themselves in a spot of bother. No, they get out and they find Sam Berry. His kick, though, didn't help his teammates, and there'll be a ball up.
Yeah, it was good Wanderers then to try and spread them and switch from the back line. They haven't done that all night, and I think that could open up Pints if you're playing against them, if you can just spread them, use the ground.
Good work there off the contest, but it's been a free kick paid the way of Wanderers, so nothing will amount from that for Pint. Fuller kicking it back now as you tick towards 12 minutes in the last quarter here at TIO Stadium, and a 45-point margin. Pint 3 times their score. Not a good kick out wide. Leggett, he would have racked up plenty of disposals this evening, Bucksy.
Yeah, as I was saying, he's best on ground from both teams, I feel. Leggett, he's tried all day.
Now comes through, running back to try and get to that. I think it's going to be Berry again. No, now Berry goes a handball out wide. Good kick out there to McRae.
Good contest, McRae. Another ball, another throw in. Wanderers are all paired off, Pints rotating heavily. It's always hard to rotate at TIO because most of the plays on the other side of the oval for some reason. It's always that far side.
Yeah, Wanderers have 3 queued up, ready to go on by the looks of it. Pint with 2 ready to go. James Rowe, probably also the biggest challenger to Cody Leggett's best on ground would be James Rowe. Kicked a couple of goals and had a lot of impact. Slowed down a little bit in this last quarter when the margin's blown out a little bit more. Chalmers gets a handball through. Oh, it's intercepted though. Phillips puts his body on the line as well. There's 2 Pints there. Now Smith, he was hit late on his way through by Motlop. Green Ants aren't happy. And I think he's going to earn himself a 50-metre penalty there. High contact late. No, it'll just be downfield. Looks to go to a runner. Now to Ryan. He pushes it. Just had a little bit too much on it. Weitra, he's been pretty good as well. He gets it out to that man, Bucksy, Cody Leggett.
Yes, he's got the ball on a string.
Now in the hands of Eastick. McRae skirting around the top of the 50. Back to Eastick. North Geelong boy here. Loads up. Oh, gee, that's a good kick. He's got a 1-on-3 in the square, and it's easily tapped through there. In fact, it's hit the boundary line post, so it won't register for a score.
Really looking to create something here, Wanderers. Everyone's pushed up past the centre line.
All but three. And it looks like they're double teaming.
Free kick, is it? Oh no, throw in, sorry.
Looks like they're double teaming Riley Main as well. Such has been his presence in that forward line. Loose man now spreading out. Billy Shanks takes the mark inside 50. Rare position for him. He's played very well off half back too, providing a little bit of run. Here comes Dos Santos on the paint, loads up, it's well wide, and that is out on the full. Across the face they go. Murphy short. Peters pushes it wide now. Kick into space really. Just threw it on the boot and hoped for the best. Arthur. Oh, his kick intercepted. Very well done from the Pint boys out there on that far flank. Toe poked forward. And then just put into the forward 50 now, but Main was playing behind and the defenders reaped the rewards. Pushes it out wide. Again, very tight there, but enough. Close enough to his teammate for it to be a boundary throw-in.
Definitely fatigue set in for both teams.
Just the 2 goals this last quarter, Bucks.
They've been doing a bit of work up and down the ground.
And after their win last week, Pint put themselves in a really good position to start off with. Waratah first up, albeit against what seemed like a slightly shorter Waratah side than you'd expect in terms of the talent on the park. Still early days, but they would have loved getting that win on the board early.
Yeah, it's always good when you get the first 1 or 2 wins, the club gets up and about and you get a bit of momentum and keeps players engaged. Always hard if you lose the first 1 or 2. But as we know, there's 2 seasons up here in Darwin.
You just need to be in it to win it, don't you, as they push it forward. Oh, coming through now. Brown gets a handball out. Rowe thought he was going to line up for a little bit of a chip in at goal. Instead, he pushed it across the face to Fraunfelder. Made him work hard for it. He'll run around now. Opens up the angle. Snaps towards goal. Tap through on the last line again.
Great defence by Daniel Wheatra. Experienced backman, as I said. NT Thunder player.
Bit of a celebration this weekend for NT Thunder as well, Bucksy.
Yeah, their 10-year reunion. Majority of them all up here. I saw Zabe Clark's also up here. Flew in this morning. So big night tomorrow night here at TIO.
Leggett on that back pocket. Pushes it down the line. Good contact there from Schwarzenberg. Tyson White wrapped up. Or jumper slung there by Leggett. Needs to be careful. Umpire, I think he's called for incorrect disposal, perhaps. No, ball up.
Leggett's still working hard through the contest inside.
He's looking sore, isn't he? Be straight in the ice baths, I think. Try to take it there. Comes out. Brown, he pushes it to full forward. Good work again there at full back there. Plays on and goes out that far side. Had 2 to beat, maybe not the best place to kick. Comes in now. Smith dances around 1, gets a handball out before the second got him. And now Curtis Ryan will load up, put it inside 50. Again, didn't really look where he was kicking. And Daniel Wheatra, another good mark in defence. Pushes it across. I think that might be... It's now with Willis. I think this might be McRae here. No, it's Cleat, and he goes back to Dos Santos. So they do have a few names you've just rattled off as well there, Bucksy, who it seems like they've got the right piece of the puzzle, but they're just not quite gelling well. Maybe not as fit as they'd like to be either.
No, they're a team you can't go... Yeah, they've played really well. They've just had the opportunities, but you wouldn't underestimate them. Go in thinking it's going to be an easy win.
Charlie Arthur nearly got a spill out the back there as well, which could have had him on. He's shown a lot of talent as well, but just can't quite put it all together just yet. Pint take it safely on the back flank. Now move down the line. Rowe with ball in hand. Gets it off to, I think this might be Smythe here. Intercepted. Then Shanks puts it high inside, looking for Fraser Bradley. Muscles himself into a good position. Taken by the defender as soon as he took the ball in hand. They'll keep working. Arthur, oh gee, it's about 2 on 6 down there. What else can they do? And then worked back. Just not enough support for the Wanderers. That should have been an easy convert into an easy goal, and they couldn't do it, but they might make something of it here. Sonny Smiler, he takes it outside 50, rolls around. Oh, not a good kick. Paddled to advantage there by Jack Brown. Looks like he's going to go for a run. Been impressed with Brown's efforts tonight as well. As I said earlier, Williamstown and Essendon listed VFL player. And now Dos Santos just toe posted. Oh, he potentially went to go and clutch his string there.
First time that's been called, I think, deliberate tonight.
Load up there from Jacob Bear. Mark not taken. Rowe gets around one, opens up the angle again. He's giving him off all everywhere tonight, and Jesse Marshall from Buninyong will head in and kick the second goal for Pine of this final term. Extend the margin out now to 52 points.
Very good there, Pints in defence. They got numbers back. Wanderers a bit under it, but they tried to fight for it. But yeah, Pints moved it really well. And great footy, just sharing, not selfish there. And I always say when you're a good side, you have less selfish players who pass the ball in situations like that. Don't try and kick goals from the boundary, always looking to pass to someone who can kick it easier. But Wanderers, yeah, it's been positive, not too positive, but it's a positive look. I think they're only 2 or 3 players off being really competitive. The scoreboard probably doesn't show how competitive they were for 2 quarters.
James Rowe, I was going to say James Young. James Rowe, he's got another goal assist to his name. He's probably had about 3 or 4 of those tonight as well, so been really impressed with his game. Could have blazed away a little bit, maybe could have added a few more goals to his 2 that he's kicked, but yeah, just goes to show that despite his experience, or maybe it's because of his experience at AFL level, he's here to play the team game. Ball goes down now. Good punch there. And that's another ripped jumper potentially.
It's great to see ex-AFL players or Sample Waffle players in our competition for the junior players at the club, and that just that next level experience. And you find they get better as the season gets going with the weather and how hot it is. And it's fast flowing footy.
Phillips takes it out of the ruck. He was nearly taken as well. And that will be all she wrote for round 2 for both Pine and the Wanderers. A 52-point margin in the end in favour of the Green Ants. They get their second win of the season. For Wanderers, again, still at the drawing board, yet to really get off the mark in season 25-26. 10-7-67. Pint won, as I said, 52 points over the Wanderers, 2-3-15. Bucksy, who do you see is the best tonight?
I thought Cody Leggett, even though their team lost, was best overall. Sonny Smiler was good, and Wheatra was also good down back, his first game back for Wanderers. But Pints, I thought Elliot Chalmers was great across half-back, creating, running in defence. James Rowe got himself into the game, and Jack Truan obviously kicked 3 goals, was really good, I thought, for his first game against his old team. He
was Sonny Smiler's goal, probably one of the highlights, one of the top couple of goals of the evening, and you thought there maybe the Wanderers are going to claw their way back into it. It wasn't to be tonight, but as you said earlier, they're not too far off being a really competitive side here. I thought James Rowe's performance tonight was really good as well, not only kicking goals but setting them up. Could have had a shot there, instead he passed it off to a teammate. That one was converted through by James Boyer. His first goal for the club, and he also passed one off later in the quarter to Jesse Marshall as well. Coming up, it looks like the Wanderers have got St Mary's next week, so it doesn't get any easier for them. Pint, meanwhile, have Tiwi, who always a little bit hard to read. Will be interesting to see what happens there. but later this round. Tomorrow you'll see the first of Palmerston for season 25-26. They take on the Darwin Buffaloes, looking for their second win of the season. Waratah and Tiwi, 2 finalists yet to get off the mark, Bucksy. And then this will be interesting. I'm calling it the grand final preview. Southern Districts versus Nightcliff Tigers. Who are you taking in that one?
I reckon it'll be a cracking game. I just feel Districts this week have probably got a bit more quality players in their side. In saying that, Nightcliff have got Gus Trigwell playing his first game, which I rate very highly, going to be a star of the competition. And Howdy Rocks back in too. So plenty of pace going into the Nightcliff team, but it'll be a cracking game.
Plenty more footy to come in round 2 of season 25-26 of the TIO NTFL Premiership season. That's all from Friday night of round 2. It was the PINT Green Ants by 52 points.